Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Ajay and we are going to take one more question from the same sample question provided by the CBSE, that is the question 1G, and here is the sample question paper in front of you, and I have taken the question that is question 1, that is G, and over here they are saying that you have to find the possible values that this particular code can generate. Okay, since there is a function, there is a module that is used, that is a random module, and there's a function called as random int function, that is randint function. Okay, and these are the four possible outputs that we have to check whether what are the possible outputs of from these four options. Okay, and then we have to also check what can be the maximum values for the variables, that is to, from, and to. Okay, so I have the same code typed in front of you. Okay, so this is the first line of code, that is import random. So we are importing module, that is a random module, and then there is a list, that is AR list, that's the name of the list, and the elements are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. So these are the numbers stored in the list, and then we are using the module and the function random int. Now this particular function, we are passing two arguments, that is 1 comma 3. So this particular function or method can return possible values that this function can return will be 1, 2 or 3, including 1 and 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So these are the possible values that this particular function can return, and that value we are collecting it in a variable, that is from. So from can have possible values 1, 2 or 3. Similarly, one more line of code, again there is the same function that they are using, but this time the arguments that we are passing to this particular method or function is 2 comma 4. So the possible values that this particular function is going to return is 2, 3 or 4. So let us assume that maybe 2 or the first variable, that is from, can be 1 and 2 can be, that is the value, that is 2, right? So if this is 1 and 2, so it says 1 comma 2 plus 1, so this is plus 1. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. So this particular function will have two iterations, that is for 1 and 2, because over here this is 1 and 3. So this will go from 1 and 2, 1 less than the second argument, understand it. So k will have the value 1 and then k will have the value 2, two iterations. So AR of k, so the initial value of k will be 1, so that is 0 and 1, that's the index value 0, index value 2, so 30, and then we are ending that particular output with a hash character. Okay, so 30 hash is possible, and then k will become 2, so that is 40 hash. So 30 hash is over here and 40 hash, but there is also one more 50 hash, so we don't have that option over here, so let's forget that. Then let us have 2 can also have, or if I take this from as 2, because okay, I'll take this as 1 and this I will take it as maybe 4, right? Because this can have, 2 can have the value 2, 3 and 4. So if this is 1 and this is 4, so what will happen? So 1 comma 4 plus 1, that is 5. So it will go 1, 2 and 3, 3 iterations. So initial value of k will be 1. So that is AR of 1, that is 30 hash is possible. Then 2, so that is 40 hash is also possible, and then the value of k will be 3, 50 hash. So we have this one option over here, isn't it? So this is one of the possible output. Now over here they are saying 10. Now there is no element in this particular list that has 10. So anyway we cannot have this particular output. So this is not the possible output, absolutely not. Over here if you check, we have 50 hash and 60 hash, but there is 70 hash. Now 2 can have the max value, that is 4. Okay, so 4 plus 1 is 5, but this loop, that range function will run from, if this is maybe 1 comma 5, so this will go from 1, 2, 3 and 4 and not 5. And this index value of 70 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is at the fifth index value. At no possible, it is not possible that we can have the fifth index value, because the max value that 2 can have is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5, but then the range function will only go till 4. So this is not possible, and even this is not possible. So there is only one possible output, that is this one, and the max value that the from variable can have is 3, and the max value that the variable 2 can have is 4. Right? So I hope that this particular program is very much clear to you. So if you feel that you have achieved something from my tutorial, do subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.